What up, peeps? We are back with another week of Weekly Detox. It's me, D from DCTV, and I'm here with
Mighty Mosby.
You know, we'll be here every week breaking down the latest tea, the latest music, movie, and TV news. Before we get started, of course, you can find me at DCTV on the YouTubes. Mosby, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Insta, TikTok, Facebook. I am social media thirsty.
All of the things, Mighty Mosby. All right, so we're not going to waste time. We're going to get right into our weekly detox. Going to start off with some TV and movie news. So our first topic is coming from comingsoon.net. And it's Netflix's Fearstreet Trilogy. R.L. Stine adaptation's gonna be a hard R rating.
Yes, all the snaps. My childhood coming back full throttle.
Yes. So according to comingsoon.net, Netflix's highly anticipated film adaptations of R.L. Stine's classic YA horror novel series, Fearstreet, has officially been given an R rating. It's going to be broken down into a trilogy of 3 parts. Part 1 is taking place in 1994. Part 2 is taking place in 1978. And part 3 is taking place in 1666. On the nose, we got it though. So, as they said, it's going to be a trilogy based on the R.L. Stine original Fearstreet series. So, according to comingsoon.net, the Fearstreet trilogy is going to be broken down 1 episode or 1 movie per week, and that's going to be in the month of July. So before we started our podcast, we watched the teaser trailer. So Mosby, what are your thoughts?
At first, I was looking at it and I was like, which one of the stories is that? Which one of the stories is that? And then I saw the flashback to the 1666 and I was like, okay, there's Sarah Goody. There's the dude that was salty because she didn't want to date him. So he accused her of being a witch, which started
off. No spoilers. Some people haven't
read the books. But you're right. Put the spoiler warning in front of that. We'll do that. We'll go back and add a spoiler warning. So spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning for those who have read the stories. At first, I was nervous because I was like, I don't recognize which books they're coming from. But then they did the flashback to 1666 to Sarah Goody and the whole witchcraft accusation. So I was like, okay, they're keeping it together. End of spoiler.
All right. So Mosby's excited. There looks like they really are trying to stay true to the original books. For me, when I first saw that it was doing Fearstreet through Netflix, I was out. But then when I saw that hard R rating, I was back in.
That pulled me back in too.
Yeah, I feel like, if you, back in the day when we were younger, if you were a fan of R.L. Stine and the Fearstreet series, he went there. He did not cut corners, even though a lot of the stories were based on teens. There was blood, death, all kinds of mess. And so the fact that they're trying to stay true to that part of it has got me interested. Also, the way they're setting it up, I'm not sure. I didn't read too deeply, so I don't know if each one's going to be interconnected, or we're going to see some of the characters overlap, or the anthology series, is it going to be the same actors or actresses playing different characters? I don't know. But I'm excited about it. I think we need horror to come back in a major way. I think people were taking a back burner on horror movies and stuff because we were living in a horror series.
I'm telling you, we were in a giant episode of Black Mirror for so long.
We were in the darkest timeline. So I think they were like, why am I going to add to the horror? But since things are coming back, I'm excited for some new horror, some new scares, some R-rated scares. And I hope they just, Netflix really knew what they were doing when they made this decision. And I hope it takes legs because we know there's so many stories for Fearstreet. And so it could keep going. It has the potential. So I'm looking forward to seeing.
I'm here for the thriller aspect of it. You know what I mean? Not silly jump scares, not how loud can we make things so you feel like you're scared. I'm in for the real thrill, like the
Yeah.
psycho thriller part where it's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? And R.L. Stine has always been good at that. I always
Yeah.
enjoyed his stories for that very aspect.
Yeah, for sure. And with R.L. Stine, you know, you're gonna get all types of horror thrillers from like just like mystery thrillers. You could get some hard horror with serial killers. You could get some sci-fi in there. You just
Absolutely.
never know where he's gonna take it. So I hope they're doing like a blend through these different 3 episodes or 3 movies.
Yes, and it's like between R.L. Stine and Christopher Pike books, that was it. Shout out to Christopher Pike. Hint, hint, give me more Christopher Pike.
Yes, let's claim it now. This might give them legs to, you know, they had that YA dystopian resurgence. Maybe
They
this will be
really
the
did.
YA horror resurgence
Locked out.
for
They
the
really had it locked out.
21s. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we're excited. R.L. Stine's Fear Street series coming in July.
Definitely looking forward to it.
Yes. All right, so for our next movie topic, so this gives us movie info and a little tea.
Uh-oh.
So June 11th, In the Heights came out on HBO Max.
Oh, child.
Yes, we're going there.
I already know. The snaps are already starting.
Yeah. And so what would have been just a celebration of diverse creative art and creativity in musicals has made a sharp detour to what's with the colorism, Lynn?
Oh, again, the accusations, Lynn. I thought you had learned the
So
first
it's
time around.
Colorism in the Heights. So In the Heights, the movie is directed by John M. Chu and also produced and written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. The issue that happened is when John M. Chu was being, you know, routinely interviewed for In the Heights, the interviewee hit him with the whammy. So what's up with the colorism? Why are there no main characters that aren't white passing Latinos?
Exactly.
Is this a true representation of Washington Heights in New York? And
Okay.
he kind of fumbled the question. He kind of just said, yes, there are diversity in Washington Heights, and never really answered the question. So that already had the Afro Latinx community side eyeing him.
The side eye is strong with this.
It's strong. And then to go on, they pose the same question to Lin-Manuel Miranda, which we know this is his original concept. It was a very popular Broadway production. And they asked him the same thing. You're the man about diverse casting. Why drop the ball here? Why do we not see the brown spectrum when it comes to main characters? Why is anyone that looks unambiguously Black or Afro-Latino in the background? And so he did what he could. He did acknowledge it. He said, I hear you. We missed the mark, and, you know, we'll try to do better. So given what you've heard about In the Heights, the colorism controversy, and the director and producer's responses, what are your thoughts?
Let me tell you why I didn't watch the movie and have no interest in watching the movie.
All right. Also did not watch the movie.
Because of that buttery, soft ass response from Lynn right there. Oh, darn, we'll do better next time. Sir, just take those cop out answers and give them to the fake fans. But the people who are really dedicated to you and who have been strong followers of your career since you were in your improv group, like, come on, my brother. All the people in your group around you are darker brown people.
Yeah.
I am just like, I'm not buying it. And when I go to Twitter and I see Dominicans and people from Washington Heights talking about this, not us, I'm like, I'm good. When the people have spoken, I'll follow their lead. Thank you for letting me know not to waste my brain cells. Thanks.
Exactly. I'm on the same page. I'm not part of the Latinx community at all, but I lived in Harlem. I know what Washington Heights looks like, and it is full of the brown spectrum, keyword spectrum. So yeah, you have some white passing Latinos, but you're going to have the Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, all kinds of people that are falling on the other side of the spectrum that are just, you know, as dark as any Black American. And so the fact that Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote this original play to give a highlight to those people,
Exactly.
to that part of New York. And
Exactly.
then what you bring doesn't reflect it, you completely miss the mark. And seeing as he had previously come out with Hamilton, which we know is a mega hit, and they had full diversity in casting, I don't know why he wouldn't just have that same mentality going to this, especially from what I read from people who watched the original play on Broadway. There's a specific scene where they address colorism that they pulled out of the movie.
Wow.
They didn't even put it there. So there was some awareness of the colorism issue, but it sounds like they took even bigger steps just to make it maybe more mainstream or more palatable. And we just not rocking with that in 2021. There's no excuses.
No excuse whatsoever. And to come with them cop-out answers instead of just being like, keep it straight. Hollywood told you that you have to cast these pretty white-looking people. And you caved, and that's who you casted, instead of picking people who would cover the entire spectrum. Yes, we know that there are white Latinx people, but we also know that there are some dark Latinx people, some brown caramel Latinx people.
Yeah.
And I love to see the rainbow of shades of brown. It's not that complicated.
Yeah.
Show an actual representation. Come on now.
Yeah, it's not that hard. You knew this prior to filming. I would feel like you would have the foresight to know people are going to call it out. If it's not looking right, if the optics aren't right, it's going to be called out.
They're not going to let you slide.
Yeah, and it's really disappointing because this should have been a cultural moment where we got a real Latinx represented mega like blockbuster movie that we could all celebrate and we could all see a piece of ourselves culturally based on these stories. But they've pulled another, Crazy Rich Asians, where they gave you one view of this culture, one lens of what these people look like, what Asians look like, what Latinx people look like. And it's just we're not playing with that no more. So sorry, it's probably not going to make the money that they thought it was going to make.
Especially not for members of the community.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's like, yeah, did you not have anyone Afro Latinx even like in production?
I'm saying.
Or anyone, was there no one there to kind of call out that it wasn't okay?
Child.
Yeah. I feel like this was a missed opportunity. It's very disappointing. Who knows when we'll get another type of movie with this theme? What was the last one was West Side Story, and the majority of that cast was white playing Latinx characters.
Exactly. Girl, don't even. Next.
Yeah, next. We're disappointed, Lynn. We're always rooting for you in my Tyra voice. So let's hope.
We were rooting for you.
I've always rooted for Lynn, and so I hope he takes this the way he needs to, and
he's
doesn't
incredibly
make
talented.
these mistakes again.
Yeah, this is a waste. Use your platform wisely, sir.
Yeah, disappointed, Lynn. I won't be seeing it. Sorry.
No, thank you.
Yeah. All right, our next topic. Are you ready for the mess?
Oh gosh.
I titled this next topic, Kevin Hart's not funny, but rich, ?
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't know if you've heard the latest with the short man having issues with people.
Oh gosh, who now?
So this article is coming from people.com. Kevin Hart fires back on social media at people who thinks he's not funny. Hate fuels me to do more, quote Kevin Hart. So he woke up and chose violence, I guess, this week. He went on to the Twitters and posted a series of tweets addressing his critics, saying, I got time today.
Oh boy.
He says the he's not funny slander is the best. I have 3 stand-up comedy specials that falls in the top 10 highest grossing comedy specials of all time. 2 of my specials are in the top 3 of all time. I've been the highest grossing comedian in entertainment for years now. I've also been the highest grossing comedian in the box office with over $4 billion in earnings. I've also turned my comedic talent into a place of business and branding and radio and other revenue streams. The hate/slander fuels me to do more. You guys are what makes this business fun. He said, and ended this with a J. Cole quote.
No.
J. Cole said it best. If you're laughing at a millionaire, the joke's on you. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Live, love, and laugh.
Not a
No,
live,
no, Kevin, we won't. We won't do that. That's the problem.
not a live, love, laugh. Wow. Like he went full Karen.
We
Full
might have
Karen.
done the first two, but we definitely weren't ever going to do the laugh.
We're not laughing with you anymore, sir. We're
We-
laughing at you.
When
Because if
when
you think
is
you're
the
giving
last
a
time we've been
you think you're
laughing with
giving a
Kevin?
strong comedic performance by playing the punchline guy in the Jumanji movies? Great. Nailed it. Fantastic. You have 3 comedy specials, 2 which were basically carbon copies of the first comedy special you did. Nailing it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then you had Real Husbands of Hollywood, which was a ripoff of shows that already existed, where you basically had successful Black men that you made fun of for being successful. So cool, guy. You're just
The
so
rain.
much funny.
The
So much
rain.
funny.
Yeah. So
Sir.
after he said that mouthful of information, my only rebuttal would have been, okay, you're still not funny.
You're still not funny, sir. You
Like-
used to be funny. You used to be funny when you were wearing full denim suits for stand-up specials. That's when you were funny. When you had original jokes, when you were battling Cat Williams for the supremacy of who's the funniest short man, that's when you have some fire in your belly.
Yeah.
Now
And
you're
this,
doing video game movies and you think you something.
yeah. And this is the problem I have with the Kevin Harts of the world. It's like, you sold out for mainstream fame.
Thank you.
You changed your jokes to fit a mainly white audience, to them to be like, oh, I like that Kevin Hart. So keep that energy. You knew what you were doing.
Energy.
So don't try to have indignation now that your original fan base is not vibing with what you're selling. You chose that. You chose to make things that were palatable to the audience that you wanted, which is mainly, of the paper complexion.
Of course.
You made that decision. And so don't act like your motivation was staying true to your craft. Your motivation was staying true to your money, which you have. Sure, congratulations. But then don't think that you're still going to get kudos for having like a true talent when that's really not what's motivating you these days.
At all. We know it's money, sir. You're doing what you need to do to continue to make millions of dollars. People do it every day of the week. But what we not finna sit here and do is pretend like you're not watered down and a bit washed up. It happens. Yeah. You're working in a completely different demographic
he's
now.
taking the Eddie Murphy route. It's the same story.
I'm trying to appeal to a different demographic, deciding to follow a different type of quote unquote humor for a different type of audience. Be gone. Like that's all it is.
Be gone. Calgon, take him away.
Take him all the way away with all that unnecessary attitude. You're not as funny as you used to be. That doesn't have anything to do with whether or not you can make money or you've built a business. Your little workout outfits is cute, fabletics, whatever. You and your little wife, y'all cute in your little workout outfits. But that doesn't make you funny.
You can write a whole dissertation about how much money and fame you've accumulated, but what you can't write is that I'm also funny. That's what you can't put in that dissertation.
That's what you will not. That's what we will not accept.
No.
I'll live, I'll love, but as we said earlier, we're not laughing.
And right now, I'm not ready to live or love either. I just want you to stay over there.
Just sit down and just, make your movies and get your trash.
It's funny because I'm short. Stay in those rivers and lakes that you want to stay in.
The rivers and the lakes that you're used to, young man.
Yeah.
the rivers and the lakes.
It's like having heart, and you're also not as unbothered by it as you clearly are, because who just wakes up out of their rich and famous day to tell the Twitter haters that you're funny because you're rich?
J. Cole quote.
What a insert J. Cole quote.
Oh man, is that the thing now? When Black men want to sound deep, they go to J. Cole.
Yeah, again,
they go to J. Cole because Kendrick hasn't dropped an album in a minute, so they can't do a Kendrick quote.
Exactly. What has J. Cole said lately? People think he's deep.
He just dropped a new album. I bet it's some fire gems in there.
Jesus.
He
Again,
tried it.
not this is the week of men missing the mark.
Okay, swing and a miss. Small
Mhm.
fry, swing and a miss.
But you know, it don't even really matter, like, because he's gonna come out in a few months with his next mediocre quote
Ugh.
unquote comedy movie and make money from the paper color community. And he's
Netflix
not
will
giving
give money to anybody. Netflix will give money to anybody for one season, and that's it.
all right.
So
So
enjoy yourself.
Millions, enjoy still not being funny. Sorry,
Exactly.
sometimes you can't have it your way.
This is not Burger King, sir. You cannot have it your way.
No. Yeah. Enjoy your next movie with The Rock. Good day, sir.
No, not him and The Rock constantly playing the same character over and over. I'm the big one and I'm the small one. Da 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 da.
Isn't that funny, you guys? Humor. Pass.
Oh
We're done
God.
with them.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah. Bye, Kevin Hart. All right. And going into our final topic, another man dropping the ball.
Oh my gosh, how can the men be so disappointing this week? Just kidding. They always are. You heard it here first. You heard it here.
So this is coming from metro.co.uk.
Oh, not the UK.
So Nick'sCannon, aka
Gosh.
Future with a Turban, as I like to call him.
Future with a turban.
Nick'sCannon has confirmed that girlfriend Alyssa Scott is pregnant with his 7th child, days after he welcomed twins with his ex.
How many baby mamas do he have now? He got
7.
twins with Mariah.
Oh, not 7 baby mamas, 7 kids. So
7
Nick
kids.
is officially expecting his 7th child as his girlfriend, Alyssa Scott, former Wildin' Out girl, or is confirmed she is pregnant. He welcomed twins with model Abby De La Rosa just last week, who was apparently a DJ, gave birth to twin baby boys on June 14th. In December, he gave birth to a son by previous girlfriend who had already had another child with years ago. And then we know he has them babies by the Queen Mariah.
Child. So people just don't use birth control at all anymore? Is that what's happening? Do we forget like even if you don't want to use condoms?
I think when you're trying to form a polygamous community, you don't use condoms.
Ladies, come on now. Even when they do the slick talk and be like, we don't need, or even if you prefer to go condomless, there's just too many options out there. That's like, come on.
Again,
imagine being the baby mama of the 7th child. I'm the baby mama of the 7th child.
Of your plan for a polygamous community, yeah,
by the gods.
You don't do any of those. I feel like we're just months away from Nick Turban on air with his new community that he wants everyone to join, full of exotical babies.
Oh no, not the exoticals, racially ambiguous cavalcade of kids.
Have you not looked at every baby mother?
Just a racially ambiguous Partridge Family vibe.
Yeah. So yeah, 1 baby, yes. Or 1 baby mama, yes. 2, yes. 4 babies in 1 year. We're not even to the half year point. It's a problem.
It's not even July. What month are we in? Child, we are 6 months into 2021.
I guess he's having a baby for every month.
He want a calendar of kids? Yikes.
I could see it.
Yikes. Him and who is competing with him for the most ridiculous amount of children for no plain reason? Young Jock.
His twin.
Young Jock got like 8 at this point, and 3 of them are twins. Like, wow.
Yeah. And his turbanless twin, Future. I think they're child for child.
They just gonna start like a men's group. How many babies can we have? It's just a competition now. Childish.
Yeah. And the worst part of all of it is the people online that are gassing it up saying, well, he's rich. He could take care of all his kids. So what does it matter?
He's rich, but how is he paying attention to all these kids in several different homes?
Exactly.
What are the relationships like with the mothers that the children will be exposed to?
Exactly.
How are you going to show up for all the little league games, all the school recitals?
Tell
How
the
many
people,
father-daughter
Mosby.
dances is he supposed to show up to?
It's not clicking with the people. So I think
You guys forget that parenting is beyond what kind of stuff you can buy for them. Is that the problem with the millennials and Generation Z? You guys forget about the parenting part and just think about the bill paying part?
Let's not start any generation wars. Let's just say the collective of people who think along those lines really are out of touch, because in what world does a bank account equal being an active parent and raising your
kids? I'm trying to tell you, this is a bunch of people. This is a bunch of people who you can tell were raised with absent fathers. I said it. These are a bunch of people who got gifts for Christmas instead of parents and hugs. That's what this is.
And it might be half of those. The other half are broke people who were raised by no male.
Okay.
And didn't have the money or the presence.
Idealize that idea of money.
Logic from?
Yep.
Because they didn't have the coins or the presents.
Let me just add into this little conversation for anybody who might have a reaction. Both of the women speaking right now have multiple degrees in psychology. So yeah, we know what we're talking about. Just gonna do a little humble brag real quick before some people come in and question logic. Before someone comes in and tries to question our logic. Between the two of us, how many degrees we got?
Mosby is ready. She's ready.
So come correct when you come, is all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, and we welcome, other opinions, but make sure they're based in some level of reality and logic, and we can hear it. You don't gotta agree with us, but just show your work when you're having your
show your work.
Show your work.
Gotta be the best response. Gotta be the best way to respond. I welcome your opinion as long as you show your work.
And that's about all I'll have to say on that. Nick'sCannon is having a polygamous community. We'll hear about it. He'll probably make a reality show about it.
Oh, yikes.
And, it is what it is.
John and Kate plus 8, it's Nick Turban.
Nick and Turban and counting.
Nick Turban and counting. Tragedy. We call this a tragedy.
Yeah, this is not giving what he thought it was gonna give.
Didn't give what it was supposed to give.
Yeah, but he's soon to welcome his 7th child. So
happy Father's Day.
This is where we're at life. I'll just leave it on the funniest quote I saw someone say about this issue. They quoted, "At this point, I don't think Nick is this kid's father. I just think he's a stock model for for a pregnancy photo shoot."
Not stock photo, watermark on every picture.
He's just the guy that is there for the pregnancy photo shoot.
Just the placeholder, not actually his kid, guys. He just looks the best
when you're
in the
gonna
picture.
hold the belly while looking down.
Insert dad here. Oh my God.
You're doing incredible, Nick. Incredible.
Outrageous and unacceptable. Outrageous and unacceptable. Just
it is. We'll do a tally. We'll do a running tally by the end of the year. How many Nick Juniors?
How many Turban Juniors are running around out there?
We'll do a tally
by the damn turbans.
It's
okay that you can't get your braids back, Nick. It's okay. Not everybody gonna get braids.
Nick enough for today. We could have a episode dedicated to slander of Nick'sCannon, but we're not going to do that.
He is messy, so yeah, we could. Oh gosh, I can hear it now. They just hate black men. They just don't like us black kings. Okay, Dusties.
Here's an undercover hotep. I said it.
Not an undercover. Oh, the hotepery.
Here's the undercover hotep. You can't convince me different. Argue with your mother.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Try Jesus. Yeah. Not me.
Yes. So I think on that note, we did a really good detox. We had to get all that mess
I'm clearly feeling good.
out of our system before we have a hangover.
Oh gosh, child, enough is enough.
Yes. So on that note, we'll wrap it up until our next weekly detox. Mosby, you got anything to tell the people before we get out of here?
It's hot girl summer. That's first and foremost. Let's not forget that. For
Yes.
those of us who get the whole summer off, school break.
Yes.
Hot girl summer. Find Mighty Mosby on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, and I have a website because I write books, www.ambermosbywrites.com. Holla at your girl. Holla at your girl.
Check out Mighty Mosby at all her handles. She's having a hot girl summer. You can see her hot girl things. Check it out.
The snaps. And don't forget the snaps, y'all.
Yes. And so until we see you all next week, y'all take care. Have good energy. Detox yourselves. And we'll be back with the mess.
Yes, we will. Till next time, y'all. Bye.
Bye. Take care.